Right everyone, welcome back to an episode of the F1 Manager 24 crew member Williams. This is part number 5 today for the Monaco Grand Prix. Yes, for those of you who don't like Monaco, blame the community poll because that's what you guys voted for. Monaco, I think there was one vote each for Austria and something else, but yeah, I don't mind a bit of Monaco. I've never been around this track in F1 Manager, so I'll be interested to see how it differs from the F1 games. But research time. Yes, it's time to have a look at next year. Also, we've passed some minor technical changes for next year, and yeah, obviously we need to try and improve our car as well. One of the things I have been thinking of doing is going for the presets. As I say, the focus presets here, rather than trying to customize it as I've been doing with that upgrade, it's not really worked for me. Sashi race performance, I think, is probably something that's going to be crucial. I think that our qualifying performance has actually been a lot better than our race performance sometimes. Engine cooling's a little bit of an issue, but I think we can deal with that as well. Yeah, let's research that as well. We'll put one or two engineers. We'll stick to one. It's, as I say, we've got plenty of time to get the research because it's not until next season, but that does come out of our budget. We're also going to research front wing and rear wing. Now, for both of these, I decided that our car is lacking high speed performance. So, yeah, I think that high speed performance is where Williams excel well in the past. I think that's where we can excel well again in the future. Just when I try to move forwards, Alex Albon's performance rating has dropped. Now, I don't know if this is a bit of a bug, but it was 84, and in the email, although it says 83 on your screens now, actual fact, if I go to my email, is actually 81 rated. So yeah, kind of makes me think that Albon might have to go as well. Sites has offered a counter offer instead of rejecting it this time. Yeah, obviously next season. That's a bit of salary. We might, but then he doesn't like the breakout multiplier. Your current one's in 0.5. Yeah. So I'll lower it to 0.4. 14th! No. I think we offered him in like top 10. This doesn't seem to be making an impact on the appeal. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah. You know, I'm not paying you to be around, not paying you 200 grand a week or 200 grand a race just to do nothing. If you want that 200 grand, you're going to have to work for it. As well, we'll see what he comes anyway. 12th or above. Yeah, we'll leave it at 12th as well and see what happens there. We're also going to design some new side pods because I don't believe we've done that yet. So yeah, and here is where I'm going to have a look at my first focus preset. Potentially race deployment. I don't like that engine cooling percentage drop down, so I'm going to modify that as well to try and get it. It's probably not going to be the best, but I mean, oh well. Hugh Bird though is Sergio Perez's race engineer, and he's out of contract at the end of the season. So yeah, I'm going to offer him a contract. That'd be massive. That might be a big appeal for Carlos Sainz to join the team if we get Hugh Bird in as well to replace Jago, who was Latifi's teammate before being manager. Sorry, not teammate, race engineer before being sergeant. So yes, as well. Now at Miami, Hülkenberg scored points. This is what I knew would happen. There'd be some fluke race where somebody would score points, and of course it's Hülkenberg. Albon finished P11 but not able to get any points, which is so annoying. As well as Sergio Perez, I believe Verstappen. No, because Norris won as well, in China, I think. And that, of course, crucially puts us behind Haas in the championship standings. Again, we're going back for Jared Murphy as well, because we can get him as well. That's why to be fair, he seems to be happy with that as well. Again, this is just about. I think this is just about signing bonus as well. 2 seasons seems to be okay, but we'll see what there. And Hugh's actually going to accept. This is great news. This is after the disappointment in Miami. This is exactly what we need. Getting people locked in this early for next season is good, because then we can start looking at everyone else, and we can start planning for the future, including looking at potentially signing Leonardo Fornaroli, reigning F3 world champion.
Cannot be serious.
He wants a bonus for 17th. Absolutely not. Jog on. Absolutely not. Right, okay. I mean, yeah. You can have 12th. And you can have 28 days to decide about this as well. That hopefully should, otherwise I might have to start looking at other drivers, because this is becoming expensive. He's on that's way more than what he's on now. As well. Sargent actually DNF'd on lap 1 at Imola, as Alex Albon was 1 lap down. Ocon somehow managed to finish 4 laps down. Now, Fornaroli, we're actually going to offer him a contract. I'm going to offer a few affiliates a contract. We can have up to 10. I'd like to try and get something like 7 or 8. But yeah, as well, we'll see what happens there. We're going to research an underfloor, a new floor as well. We've got high speed performance again, which might be a good idea. But I'm actually possibly going to go on optimized aerodynamics, trying to try and get a little bit of balance with the aero, because although I want to do that as well as Jared Murphy accepts for next year, so that's 2 people for next year.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
Unfortunately, we've still got Logan Sargent on our roster, and on his outlap again, yes, on his outlap, he's done a Rosberg or a Schumacher. Oh, it's not quite gone off the escape road. He's been eliminated in Q1 for his troubles there. Yes. It's just to point out, I know a lot of people have been asking when are we going to get Colapinto in. I believe it is possible. I believe it will be possible to get Colapinto in. The reason why I haven't got him in yet is mainly because of Sainz. So, yeah, I want to get Sainz's contract first before I look at Colapinto. That will probably be not even the next Grand Prix. Next episode, possibly the episode after, we'll do Monza and hopefully have Colapinto in the car and Sainz confirmed for Season 2 as well. But anyway, we're on board with Alex Albon for this lap as well. To be fair, P12, not too bad, but again, we've had some good qualifying performances when we've been looking at the races, but they haven't always when we simulate. But through the tunnel there, I have to say this track model of Monaco is a lot more up to date than the F124s. Like, I don't even know when they last did the track model for F120 for Monaco on the F1 game. If you do know, let me know in the comments. Let us know in the comments below. But yeah. It's okay. It's not the best lap. I think we could have tightened up some of the apex there. I do wonder whether taking some of the AI take the right line sometimes as well. But bearing in mind, that's just me being the platform driving how I drive it. He goes P11, so he's out of Q2. That'll actually be P12 because as well. Alonso is the huge shock there, but we're ahead of Haas. P12 points are not that too far away, so well, for Albon they're not too far away, I should say, as Carlos Sainz is on pole to try and stop Max Verstappen's dominance in this season as well.
The streets of Monte Carlo are ready as the drivers now prepare for 78 laps around this historic track.
Now, race strategies are a bit interesting here, mostly because, well, I mean, look at Albon. Two stop is not the way. I think a one stop, a medium to hard, is probably what I'm going to go with him. Sargent is probably going to be a bit more aggressive, which is why I've chosen a two-stop strategy for Sargent at the back of the grid.
For one of the most exciting races in the world, this is the Monaco Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
So up into deploy already. For goodness sake, Albon, you've had a shocking start. And he's down at P14. He's going to be behind Hulkenberg. Don't get behind. Oh, he's got behind Hulkenberg. Well, that is absolutely fantastic. And Sargent is last. So, yeah, I mean, starting like the McLarens did. That Ocon, he's clipped the wall out of the swimming pool. Ocon surely must come in for damage, but apparently not. So, yeah, Sargent makes it easy to actually get past as well. Here we're going to get the replay here as we're watching Albon struggling behind Hulkenberg as well. To be fair, Ocon decides to carry on, but there we go. Up at the front, Verstappen just took the lead at the start and is now running away, and even Sainz is now starting to build a gap between himself and his teammate Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris has already got some sort of mechanical issue that's put behind Lance Stroll, who's 10.5 seconds behind Perez as well. Now Hughes some gap round the outside for Albon, and finally 17 laps he's been behind Nico Hulkenberg since lap 1. That has really cost him, not able to get past, but he's finally done it around the outside. I had to give him the impetus to actually do that because put the fuel up to fast, put the stress on the tyres as well. But Hamilton has been the first to pit, by the way, there. And finally, Esteban Ocon, 25 laps round at the back as the tyres decide they don't want to be on the car but in the floor, but there we go. I want them actually pop back on. Ocon's up to he's going to be last, but I mean, there we go. Meanwhile, back to our POV, we've got Magnussen, who's just pitted, and Logan Sargent. Magnussen on a 2-stop, and Sargent doesn't have the pace. Yeah, not great from Sargent there. As well as we're watching, that unfortunately is Alex Albon. The one a lot of people made earlier stops, which is interesting. Suggests they could possibly be 2-stopping. But Albon, comes in first at the end of lap number 35. He's done P13. It's actually a 2.9 second stop. So we're back to where we were a few episodes ago. Not with those pit stop areas when we tried to push the pit stop time down. But, you know, we're not going to be winning any DHL fastest pit stop awards with that as well. To be honest, yeah, that can come in time, I think, as well. As Sargent will come at the end of the lap onto lap 40 then as well. 2.7 for him, so getting a bit better there. Medium tyres, not the softs, mainly because of how slow he's going. Like, if he was quick if he was actually going quicker, then I think he'd be able to do it. Now, having to go around the outside, no, Bottas closes the door. This is not. Look at the gap between Alonso and Bottas. Hulkenberg has made a second stop, by the way, as the safety car is being deployed. The safety car is being deployed as well. That could be a chance to get rid of these hard tyres. It's Yuki Tsunoda, who's, to be fair, been having a very good season in his career mode. He clips the wall, locks up, and then hits the wall as well. And he is out of the race with an engine failure. So we are coming in. It's going to be a double stack. Not a lot of people are coming in, to be fair. As well as new soft tyres for both drivers. I'm kind of thinking that mediums might be the best, but we don't have any new mediums. Oh, look at that. I think that was fantastic. Great job by the pit crew there. No errors and in an okay time. Yeah, but a few people still not pitted. Piastri and Stroll are the two that are pitted. But of course, this is Monaco. I should point out, Albon is 1 lap down. Sargent is actually is actually 2 laps down on his teammate, 2 laps down against the race leader. So obviously this is why we're seeing a little bit of people getting out of the way, which is so frustrating, because look at the orange markers: Piastri, Norris, Hamilton. There's a chance that we can get up close to the points here. The safety cars come in at the end. It is clear, and we're nowhere near the start of the pack, which is so frustrating. We've got a lot of fuel, so we'll be able to push on fuel. As Logan Sargent now gets past, I think that's Pierre Gasly. He's behind Ocon now, and that's Albon rounding outside of Bottas finally, up to P13. As well as a replay, there's a bit of tyre banging. Albon not happy about the earlier blocking by Bottas, as well as Lewis Hamilton. I told you there'll be one of the DNS, and Hamilton's out, so that puts Albon up to P12. If we can get in front of Hulkenberg, which I think we can. Hulkenberg's got some minor issue, so we're still within DRS of him, and it's actually going to be the same move on Bottas out the side of the tunnel, but this time not let Sargi Bargi up to P11. As Sargent is also making moves, this time on Esteban Ocon, ahead of both Alpines, as well for him. Unfortunately, Albon was rapidly closing in on Norris. Only 3 seconds. A few more laps, we would have had him. But unfortunate to be, it's P11. Such a shame there. Yeah, for Sargent, I mean, the pace wasn't there for him. The pace wasn't there for him. He's not got all the updated parts that Albon's got as well. But even then, he's got a lot of them. And the fact that where he finished today, being that far off his teammate, is really unacceptable. I'd expect a bit better from him as well. Just look at the fastest lap gap time there, 1.6 seconds. So yeah, I think we'll look to give him some new parts, but if he keeps wasting at the back, I'm behind to just give him the basic parts, and let him wallow at the back until we can get rid of him as well. Yes. Fortunately, it's been agonising here and also Jeddah, coming close to points but not getting it. That's twice now come close to points. That's, to be fair, we didn't quite deserve the points that we did in Jeddah, because Jeddah, I think we worked hard for those points. Here, not so much. We were wallowing like P14 for a long while, and it was only because of Tsunoda's crash that we was able to get that. The next video will be out next week. That will be at Silverstone as well. And then Monza will be the episode after that, in 2 weeks' time. After that, I don't know whether or not it's going to be... I don't know. It will be... I might put another community poll. And then I don't know if that's going to be like the final one before the season, so there might be a lot of options on that. Although I think it can only have up to 5 on the community poll as well. So I might just pick 5 of the best, the five that I wouldn't mind managing. And yes, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you are new around here, then please do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. Until the next video, then I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.